in future we can do, instead of projecting on the wall, so that it gives more room or something, we can just pull that up here and just have the computer here and not use the projector.
That's a good point, right?
Because you don't use a projector at home, do you?
No, I just use the laptop, but
It's bigger.
you know what though? That's not actually bad, because if students want to be here, we won't obstruct their view.
Right.
So leave it right there. Maybe I can work
Well,
with
that
that.
would just be off to the side, but let's see how it goes today. And
Okay.
if it's too disruptive to the people in here because of the light from the projector,
Right,
we could
right,
try
right.
doing it differently next week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're on. I don't know where
Good.
the other two are.
All right.
Enjoy, everybody.
All right. So good morning. This is new for me, so be patient. I'm going to be turning different directions. If you have trouble hearing me, just raise your hand. I'm not using the mic that I typically use, so if I sound different, that's what's going on. But let's get the formalities out of the way. We have folks in person, come on in, and we have folks online, so this is pretty exciting. First time in 2 years since we've been in person, so this is good stuff. Welcome to FGCU Academy and FGCU Academy Online. Welcome to Balance University and, of course, Balance University Online. No, I'm not going to say that every time. That's a mouthful. But we do want to run through our just basic guidelines, rules, and some of the procedurals here. The goals of Balance University are to keep you strong, mobile, and independent for as long as possible. I'll give you a little more background. I know we have a lot of new people here in this round, so we'll go through a little bit of background. Won't waste a lot of time because you can find a lot of that stuff on the website. General safety, guys, especially for you at home, make sure you have something immobile, something not on casters, something that's not going to slide away from you. You want to have something solid. We've had people at home wisen up and take 2 chairs or have a chair next to a chest of drawers or something similar. I will be asking you to move your chair from side to side pretty regularly. That is for technique, for safety. Also, it helps work the core, turning side to side. So we're getting a little extra muscle stimulation there. It's what we call getting 100 pennies on the dollar. So we'll remember to breathe. There'll be certain times I'll instruct you to breathe. And other than that, if you don't hear specific instruction, just remember not to hold your breath. All right, that's the worst thing you can do. That stops circulation. We want to make sure the blood is flowing, that oxygenated blood is getting to the extremities. Balance University is built on 4 pillars, and this is what makes it unique. Strength, posture, flexibility, and then of course balance. You have other balance programs, especially ones that are done in physical therapy clinics, doctor's offices. What they do is they use 3 of these pillars, right? And they neglect either the flexibility pillar or one of the others. And so what we've done, along with Dr. Khan and myself and several other physical therapists, we've come up with this Balance University in order to address all of them. And now you're starting to see, research is showing us, more people are starting to recognize that flexibility is a huge part of balance, because our muscles need to be able to function through their full range of motion without restriction. Also, we're not going to get into a lot of it today, but that's where a lot of your pain begins. It is because you have a muscle imbalance in the flexibility. You have some muscles doing more than they're supposed to. They're overactive. Some muscles not doing enough. They're underactive. So we'll perform 2 exercises per pillar. All right, in the balance pillar, we'll perform 4. We always finish with our single leg balance stand for 60 seconds. All right, and we'll get there, and I'll give you the instructions there. Remember, every exercise in here, everyone can do. I'll either offer a modification, which makes it a little bit easier, or I'll offer a progression. If I see you're just knocking it out of the park and you're just being a hero, then what I'll do is I'll say, hey, try this variable or that variable or a combination. You hear that, feel free to give it a go, okay? I want everyone to really push yourselves, but I want you to be safe too, okay? Any questions that we have, we will take them at the end of each pillar. The class is a little bit larger today, so let's do that. Typically, I've allowed people just to ask when you can. If you have a question, raise your hand. I know how it is. If we can stop and take it, we will. Sometimes, if you're like me, I have 4 kids. If something comes in my brain, if I don't write it down or I don't text my wife, it doesn't exist. So we'll try to address questions at the moment, and then, of course, at the end of each pillar, we'll take questions. At the end of class, we'll also take questions. What we'll do, if you're online, if you have questions, we'll put you in the waiting room. We'll answer those, and then guys here, if you'll just wait outside, if you want to talk one-on-one, you have something personal, then I'll stay and we'll bring you in and we'll do it that way. At least we'll start that way and see what works best. So, all right. Any questions? Oh, let me address this. Last week, I do apologize for missing class and late notice. We had a little bit of a sudden emergency, and I'll leave it at that, but it was unfortunate. Everything is okay, but it desperately needed my attention and others, and so I do apologize. That was very rare. I don't suspect it will happen again. So thank you for coming back and understanding. With that said, I did send the sheets, the worksheets, okay? And we'll make copies for you guys here in class. Did everyone get the worksheets? It was 80 and 81. Okay. Any questions? And you guys didn't get those, but you will. All right. So what I'll do is today we're going to do 81. And I sent the email again with the mentions and tips. Don't worry, we're going to get to exercising, I promise. In the beginning of class, I always like to offer mentions and tips. And what that is that is an opportunity for me to educate on all things balance. All right? So today we may talk about things like the psoas muscle. We may talk about the vestibular system. We may speak about like over the holidays, going to new areas, new environments, what to be aware of, or maybe if you're visiting a loved one, what to look for in signs of aging and signs of lost balance, or maybe some kind of issues that may help or may be worsening their balance. Let me give you some quick statistics here. I use this in my lectures all the time. Every 11 seconds, there's a senior treated in the ER for a fall-related injury. Every 19 minutes, that's actually changed. Every 18 minutes, a senior dies from a fall-related injury. In 2016, there were over $50 billion related to fall-related injuries in costs. Medicare bear 2/3 of those costs. We have 10,000 Americans turning 65 every day. That trend will last until 2032, maybe 35. That's what's projected. So think about those costs. What we can do, most of the people I see when I work in the homes with folks, they want to stay at home and live at home for as long as possible. Not everybody, but most. What my job is to avoid a fall, right? And you have to be conscious about that. We're going to teach you tools and techniques here on how to do that. Going through the home and checklists. On the website, there's a checklist you can print out. We'll talk about that later. Today, we're going to talk about something that is a question I get quite often. We're going to talk about swimming pools. Can swimming pools help you improve your balance? Well, the short answer to that is yes. And of course, you guys know I always send you my references. You can also get those on the website. They're available so that you know I'm telling you, being totally transparent. Let's buzz through this real quick. I'm not reading everything. We need to get to work. Balance training is the most efficacious exercise to prevent falls. This is what we do. We've talked about that, about balance specific, how it's better than Tai Chi, right? It's greatly better than Tai Chi. Love Tai Chi. Love Tai Chi. It's great. Study examined the association between common sporting activities and the incidence of falls, and whether lower risk can be attributed to the superior balance of sports participants. There was a study done. Basically, at the end of this study, you had swimmers had significantly lower postural sway. You also had significantly lower risks of falling. They also included golfers in this study. To the best of knowledge, this is the first study to compare the incidence rates of falling, so just take that into consideration also. There are only 2 non-load-bearing exercises that exist. Anyone want to take a guess? 2 non-load-bearing? Martha, you don't get to choose. You know the answer.
Swimming is one.
Swimming is one, that's correct. Bicycling. That's just their category, right? It's like Nike and Adidas. I love swimming. Think it's very advantageous, and I love bicycling, especially here in beautiful Naples, Florida, right? So we have a lot of bike paths. A couple of more things. There was a test done. The lower incidence of falls, 32% lower incidence of falls was associated with swimming, right? Now on this sheet, I have also included swimming exercises. So you guys, if you have a pool available and you have some time, go down there, get in the pool, enjoy the sun if you can. Hopefully you're not up north somewhere where it's like negative 102 degrees. Some of the simple exercises includes walking forwards and backwards. And that's actually, I spoke to a local surgeon here, a local physician, and this is what his recommendation was. So there's a couple other suggestions in there. Take a look. All right, guys, let's get to work. So I want you to grab a shot of water at home if you have it here. We're going to take about 10-15 seconds, excuse me, and we're going to have everyone stand up. We're going to move behind our chair, and we're going to go through our assessments. All right. Okay. Now, you guys in person here, if you would like, you could grab 2 chairs, whatever you like, whatever you fancy. Get one on each side. So can everyone see me okay at home? Just be patient with me and give me a chance to adjust and see. Maybe you can see my feet. All right, hopefully. All right. Yeah, yes, we'll turn them sideways, just like that. We're going to get organized here in class. There you go. And you're going to turn them just like this. Good, good. All right. First thing we're going to do, come on in. Welcome.
I went to the wrong place.
Me too. That makes 2 of us. All right. We'll give you a stack of chairs here. All right. Yep, yes, sir. You can take one there. And or 2, yes, sir. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start. First thing, we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart, right? I want your knees slightly bent. You're going to pull that core in. We're going to close our eyes, right? So I want to make sure that you have your hand hovering above the chair. If you feel like you're swaying or you're a little unsteady, go ahead and keep your hand on the chair, okay? So feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. Listen to the verbal cues, eyes closed. Good. All right, time begins now. 15 seconds. Just standing with our eyes closed. Good. Be safe. If you need to hold on the chair, go ahead. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now we're going to take our feet, move them side by side, knees slightly bent. Same drill. Okay? Hands on the chair, eyes closed. Hands on the chair there. Okay? If you feel comfortable and confident, you can raise that hand up. All right? If you feel yourself swaying a bit, go ahead and hang on. There's nothing wrong with hanging on. I want everyone to be safe and confident. Standing with our feet, eyes closed. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Now here comes the fun part. We're going to stand on one leg. All right? First time, we're going to do it with our eyes open. Second round, we're going to do it with our eyes closed. Okay? So there's a process to this. Here's what we're going to do. On the right side, so we're going to be standing on our right leg. Let's shift our body weight to our right foot. Chairs on the right side at home. Chairs on the right side. We're going to lift that left foot up in the air. We're holding on. Find you a focal point in front of you, something to stare at and focus. Time begins now. Just simply standing on one foot. Hold on if you need to. I want everyone to be safe and confident. 15 seconds. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Now, second round, we're going to close our eyes. I want everyone to understand this is very hard, okay? First, if this is the first time you've done this, I want you to play it safe, okay? We're going to start with our hand, our foot down. There's a process, so everyone, let me show you. With me now, you're going to shift your weight to your right foot. I want you to lift the heel of your left foot in the air. So just the heel, my toes are on the ground. Holding onto the chair, I want you to close your eyes. Now, if you feel super unsteady here, I want you to stay here, okay? If this is super unsteady with your hands off the chair, maybe 1 or 2 fingers on the chair, you're going to stay here. If you feel confident, go ahead and lift that left foot up into the air, eyes closed. Time begins now. Be safe. Go ahead, hold on to that chair. Hold on to that chair with the eyes closed. Yeah, this is tough. This is really hard. Yeah? Well, keep that foot on the ground. Keep that foot on the ground with the eyes closed, because what we're doing is we're creating patterns. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Let's rotate that chair. If you only have one at home, let's rotate that chair to the opposite side. Good, good. We're going to go through the same thing, right? First time, eyes open, standing on our left foot. Find your focal point. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Right foot comes up in the air. Hold on if you need to. Time begins now. Good. Focus. Keep that knee slightly bent. That left knee, you want it slightly bent. Eyes are open. That's it. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Same thing, same protocols. This time, eyes closed. All right? We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Our right heel is going to come into the air. Right heel only. Bend your knee, eyes closed. That's it. Get your bearings. If you feel comfortable and confident enough, let's go ahead and lift that right foot up into the air. I want everyone to be safe. If you don't feel safe or confident, just keep that foot on the ground. Keep that right foot on the ground. Be safe. That's it. Eyes closed. That's it. Keep that right foot down. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good, good. I want everyone to have a seat real quick. So, here's what we're trying to do, and you guys at home know this. We're creating patterns in the brain. This is something we'll talk about next week. You guys have heard me speak to this many, many times. Program is attacking balance in a totally different way, Balance University, right? Research has shown us that exercise increases BDNF. We'll talk more about it. You can find more information on the website. BDNF acts as infrastructure, like learning a French word or a salsa step, right? The more you do it, the more cells congregate, the easier it is to recall. BDNF is more readily present after exercise. That's why the pillars are structured the way they are, so that we exercise, create and gather as much BDNF in the brain, it's a neurotrophin. Then we go ahead and go into balance work, right? That's what we're really after. So there's a process here. As we move through these exercises, try to do them the best that you can, being safe, because what we're doing is we're learning a new language. That's kind of what this is, right? And the more you do it, the better you get. That's why they say if you want to learn a language, move to Spain, move to Italy, because it's surrounded, you're immersed in it, and you're doing it over and over and over. What's that called? Repetition, right? If you need a shot, grab one, grab a shot of water. We're going to move into our strength pillar. All right, so you guys here, let's go ahead and stand. We'll move behind our chair. We will be doing 2 exercises. Strength is invaluable when it comes to balance, right? Strong legs. I can tell you now, is that driving you nuts?
It bothered me when I was there.
Yeah. Sorry guys, hang tight. We are... Boom. Good. We have a projector here and it's just blinding everybody. So, okay. Strong legs are essential to staying independent, right? We need our legs to be able to move, to be able to get to the restroom, to be able to play the sports we like, to be able to go to grandchildren or friends or social events. Whatever we're doing, we need strong legs. A lot of things happen, and we'll talk about that more later as the classes progress. Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to have our chair on the left side. All right, chair on the left side. So I've got my left hand. What I want to do, I'm going to bend. Let me demonstrate and you guys follow. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my leg. We did this just a couple weeks ago. We're going to slide our heel out. As I push my heel out, I'm bending my knee. So I'm just squatting down ever so slightly. And then I'm standing up, right? Now, here's the thing. You can't go down like this. Right? You've got to stick your bottom out, right? You got to stick your bottom out and shift your weight to your heel. So all I'm doing is I'm just sliding that leg out and sliding it up, okay? Let's give it a go. Move at your own pace. If you fatigue, if you get tired, go ahead and stop. If you need to sit, sit. Nice and tall, left knee bent. We're going to slide that right foot out, stick that bottom out, and coming right back up, bringing the foot underneath us. We're sliding, stick that bottom out, get your nose over toes. That's it. And up. Good. And 3, down, nice and slow. Now you don't have to go far out there. Make yourself efficient. And up, good. You're going to bend that left knee. And down. That's it. Get that nose over your toes there. And up. Good. And down, slide it out. Keep it on the ground. And up, that's it. Core tight, and down. That's it. And up, let's do one more. And down, slide out. Good. And up. Fantastic. Catch your breath. Let's rotate to the other side. There you go. So if you have two chairs, you get to stay put. Same thing. This time, we'll be bending our right knee, pushing that left foot out, and standing right back up. Remember, it's very important you stick your bottom out and get your nose over your toes, okay? If you have any knee pain, hip pain, I want you to not go down as far, right? We want to stay above the pain. If it hurts, don't do it, okay? If I notice that you're just standing or you're unable to do it, I'll offer you a modification, okay? Here we go. Nice and tall. We've got our heel of our left foot on the ground. And let's begin. We're going to bend that right knee, stick our bottom out, nose over toes, hold, and come right back up. If you can do this without holding on, give it a shot. We're going to slide. Now you've got that left foot on the ground, so you've got a little bit of stability. And up. Good. And down. Hold. And up. That's it. Get that nose over your toes. Maybe use one or two fingers. We really want to rely on our legs to keep us upright. That's it. And up. Good. And out. That's it. Good, Gwen. And up. Good, Marlou. And down. That's it. Stick that bottom out. And up. That's it, Michelle. Two more. And down. Your weight should be on your heel. Good. Great. Great. Last one. And down. And up. And rest. Catch your breath. You should be feeling that exercise here in your glutes. If not, what may be happening is you're going too straight. You're not sticking your bottom out. When you do, you should feel your weight on your heel there. You should be able to wiggle your toes in your shoe, okay? Don't worry. We're going to do it again. So you'll get another shot. That's our first exercise. We're going to do number two, yeah?
He is excellent.
He's got it, huh?
You are excellent.
Here we go. Second exercise. Oh man, it's not getting any better from here. So let me demonstrate, you follow, all right? So what's going to happen is I have my chair on the right side. Let's just keep it there. We're actually going to do a leg lateral, right? I have my knee slightly bent, so I'm going to bring this leg out as far as it is comfortable. Then I'm going to repeat that bending down we just did. Wow, my leg's that way. And then coming up and return to start position. Now, if you can, leave that leg in the air. If you can't, it's okay, put it on the ground. So it would look like this. Toes on the ground, sticking your bottom out, and coming up, right? So just like that. Remember, if you can keep it up, yep, you got it. If you keep it in the air, great. Here we go. Let's give it a try. Hold on if you need to. Chair on the right side. Nice and tall, core tight. Find your focal point, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, stick that bottom out, nose over toes. 2, 3, good, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, bend that knee. 1, bend that right knee. Bend it. 2, good. 3, and 4. Stick that bottom out. 1, 2, good. 3, and 4. That's it. 18 more. 1, just kidding. 2, 3, and 4. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoo, shake it out. Good. Let's switch our chair to the opposite side. Well done. Here we go. Nice and tall, same thing, opposite leg. All right, same thing. Find your focal point, core tight, holding on to the chair if you need to. Remember, if you can do this without holding on, that's what our aim is. Here we go. 1, 2, stick that bottom out, nose over toes. 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Notice my leg is not going way out there. 1, 2, 3, good. And 4, 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Catch your breath. Grab a shot of water if you need to. We're going to do those 2 exercises one more time, right? We're going to work it in a circuit. When you guys get your sheet, you guys at home, when you get your sheet there, and everyone here, you see the highlighted exercises? Highlighted exercises are the ones that I feel you get the most value for your time. I know we are all busy. It is not practical for me to think that everyone is going to do this every day. I understand that. This is your homework. If you do this every day, you will see these exercises pay dividends in your strength, and it will translate into your balance, okay? So when you get those, the way I like to work it is the top exercise. I take 2 exercises per pillar, and I'll do the first, then the second, and then I do another round. So it's like a circuit, right? If you guys have ever worked out in a gym, you've probably been taught a circuit. That's what we're doing here. Okay, deep breath, keeping the chair on the left side, nice and tall. We're going to do our heel slides, right? This is the one where we're sticking our bottom out, we're just sliding our foot out and bringing it in. Okay, everyone together, let's go. We're going to do 52. And we're out, sticking that bottom out, nose over toes, and up. And 1, and 2. You can keep that leg on the ground. 3. Good. And 4. Stick that bottom out. That's it. Let me give you a different angle. 5. That's it. You really see how far. 6. How far my nose goes over those toes. 2 more. And 7. That's it. Last one. And 8. Hold it, hold it, hold. And up. Well done. Let's rotate that chair. If you have one, let's rotate it. Same thing. Same thing. Here we go. Nice and tall, core tight. Find your focal point. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bend your right knee. And let's begin. We're going to slide our left foot out, sticking my bottom out, and we're up. Great. And 2, if you can do this without holding on, fantastic. And 3, if you need to use your hand or use a couple of fingers, that's fine. And 4, nice and slow. Good. And 5, good, Martha. Let me show you different angles. 6, really get out there, that's it. 2 more, 7. There you go. Last one, and 8. Notice my foot is not way out there, and relax. Perfect. Catch your breath. We're going to take just a couple of seconds. We're going to go right back into the lateral with what we call a pistol squat, right? Or a little pop squat. So where else would you rather be on a Friday morning, right?
In bed.
Yeah. My dog, I have never seen this in my life. I have a dog that is a late sleeper. I'm not kidding. 8 o'clock in the morning, I try to walk him. You know Lou, you guys. When I was at home, Lou would make random appearances. He would grace us with his presence, right? He's only doing that looking for a snuggle buddy, right? But he will not go out until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. No joke. Never seen it in my life. So, all right, here we go. We're going to start with the leg out, right? This is that goofy one, okay? So nice and tall, chair on the right side. So it's our left leg moving. Find your focal point, bend your knee. We're holding on, and let's begin. We're going to go 1, stay under control, 2, 3, and 4. Notice my leg is not way out there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Continue. I'm just going to walk around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, stick that bottom out. 3, and 4. One more time for good luck. 1, 2, good, 3, and 4. Rest. Catch your breath. Well done. You feel those muscles working? Yes, that's what we call dividends, baby, right? If you're in the stock market, are we having fun yet? Oh, man. Boy, Facebook's diving, huh? All right, here we go. It always pops back. Always comes back. Nice and tall. Same thing, just on the other side, okay? All right. Same thing, just on the other side. So let's flip our chair around. Okay? Now, don't allow the distance of the leg, right? Don't allow the abduction there to be so far that it throws off the efficacy of the movement, right? I want everyone to be efficient here. So, if that means you only go out this far versus way out here and you're losing your balance, I would rather sacrifice the range in the abduction, right? The range there, and then here, okay? So, here we go. Let's begin. Well, nice and tall. All right, find your focal point. And 1, keep that knee bent. 2, 3, and 4. Good. 1, stick that bottom out. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Really get that nose over the toes. 1, 2, get that nose over the toes. 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And rest. Catch your breath, all right? Take some water. That is our strength pillar for obvious reasons. Do we have any questions? Any questions here? If you have any pain, right, do not fight through the pain. There's no bonus points for that. There is an alternative for every single thing that we do in this class. All right? All you have to do is ask. If I don't see it, I'm usually pretty perceptive, but if I miss it, let me know, okay? Any questions online? Guys at home doing well? All right. Good, good. Oh, Marlo, you got a question? Okay.
I have a little bit of pain on the inside of my left knee.
Okay.
When I do that exercise, should I move back off then?
Yeah, so there could be a couple of things going on. You can try a couple of things. First, I would suggest when you go down, focus on keeping your knee over your toe, right? Don't allow your knee to cave in. If you do that and you still feel pain, what you can do then is try to stick your bottom out even further, right? And what that'll do is that'll mitigate the distance you have to go down. So instead of going down here, I can stick my bottom out and create a little depth for me, still activating the hamstring and the glute. If it still hurts, there's other things we can do. All right, well done. Makes sense? All right, you know I just made that up. I'm just kidding. All right, that is our strength pillar, okay? 1 of 4. So now let's move into the postural pillar. Every once in a while, I will go off script, okay? Class, especially with new people, tends to run a little longer because of exercises, explanations, so on. If you need to go, I completely understand. I usually do run 5 minutes, about 5 minutes at most over. So you just get more for your dollar. So here we go. I understand everyone has a schedule, though, absolutely. Enter the posture pillar. I'm going to introduce you to the balance center of mass, right? Your balance position of confidence. It just simply looks like this, 1 foot in front of the other. Now, you have 2, right? I have 1 balanced position of confidence with the left foot forward. I have another with the right foot forward, okay? What you will quickly realize is that your balance is different from 1 foot to another. That's common. We'll talk about that more. So, with the chair on the left side, let's put our left foot forward, okay? Now, how do you judge how far it should be? Now, I want you to split your weight 50-50. You judge this by how confident you feel. Would I feel really confident right here? No, probably not. Do I feel about 90% confident in my balance ability here? Yes. That's what you're looking for. You're 90% confident, okay? So we've got our left foot forward. We're nice and tall. We're going to take our hands out in front of us. We're going to keep it simple this morning. Palms to the sky. I want you to touch your pinkies together. I want you to bend your knees. Your weight is split evenly, core tight. And we're going to open, push back, stretch that chest. Don't let your neck go forward. And come back, touch your pinkies. Good. And 2, that's it. And 3, good. And 4, well done. And 5, perfect. And 6, awesome. 7, that's it. Let's go to 10. 8, there you go. Good. And 8. And 9. Well done. And 9.5. And 10. Now push, because I want to stretch that chest out and relax. Good. You feel your shoulders working? How is this helping our posture? Well, you feel the shoulders back here working, your posterior delts, your traps, your anterior, all that stuff. We're building muscle. How many of you have heard muscle weighs more than fat? So if we're building muscle tissue in the back of our shoulder and it's heavy, like an anchor, what's that going to do to my shoulders? Pull them back. You know what else that does? That opens up my lungs, opens up my diaphragm, right? It also helps me position my body in a very favorable postural position, okay? Does that make sense? That's why we do that. Plus, everything is in front of us. We drive, our phones, all that. All these muscles tighten up when we sit, when we drive, when we're on our phones. All that tightens up. So as we're pushing back, not only are we strengthening those muscles back there, we're also dynamically stretching the chest muscles, right? Does that make sense? The anterior delts, all that good stuff. So it's really a compound effect we're getting, okay? Now, second exercise, keeping it simple this morning in the posture pillar, okay? We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. We're going to go to what's called our standing balance reach and raise. I do want to note, if you feel lightheaded, stop, sit down, okay? Or cut your distance. Let me show you what we're doing, and then you follow. Hold your imaginary ball. My knees are slightly bent. I'm going to go down to the ground, right? I'm bending at the waist, not the knees. Yes, totally opposite of what you should do when you're picking up something heavy from the floor. I'm going to come up, push my arms back, good, and stretch that chest again, right? I'm trying to push my biceps and have my biceps cover my ears like earmuffs. That's the aim. That's the goal. Ready? Feet hip width apart. Holding my imaginary ball, and let's begin. We're going to go down. I'm bending at the waist. Now, my knees are still slightly bent. Go as far as I can. If you can touch the floor, great. I'm up, and push, push, push. Try not to stick your head forward. Don't go backwards. And down. Good. And down. Give you a little bit different angle here. And up. Good. And push. Good. Don't go backwards. Don't do that. Stay engaged. And down. That's it. Nice and slow. We're down. As you go down, you'll feel your weight shift to your heels, and we're up. And up. Push, push, push. And down. That's it. And down. Keeping that back flat. And up. And up. Good, good. Don't let your back round. And down. Keep it flat. And down, and up, and up. Good, good. One more. And down. Remember, push those arms back. And down, and up, and up. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. And relax. Good. Shake the arms. Catch your breath. Grab a quick shot of water. You have about 10, 15 seconds here. We're going to take our chair. Guys, when you come back, taking your little break, we're going to take our chair, rotate it to the other side. If you have to, you do not have to do anything. Good. Taking our chair to the right side. All right. Now, we have done our balanced position of confidence with the left foot forward. Let's do the right this time. So we're going to take our right foot and move it forward in our balanced position of confidence. Now, if you've never done this before, you've got to find this. It may take a little bit of exploration, right? You may put your foot there and realize, oh, man, I'm more like 95% confident. I need a little more instability, not much. And you may adjust it just a bit more. Why is that important? How many of you have heard of the word proprioception or proprioceptively enriched environments? All that means is stable but unstable. That's how we improve our balance. We manipulate our positions to create just a hint of instability in order to force our brains to maximize the signals it's sending to our muscular system, right? This position, I'm stable, but I'm a little unstable. That's proprioception, okay? That's a proprioceptively enriched environment. Close your eyes, we increase the degree of how difficult that is. That's what we're doing, is we're manipulating that proprioception, okay? Let's take our right foot forward, finding our balanced position of confidence. Bend your knees, core tight, shoulders back, hands in front of us, palms to the sky, big smiles, and let's begin. Good. All right, that's enough of that. Good. Back together and push. Remember, stretch. Keep those palms to the sky. Stretch and coming back. Good. Here we go. In 3. That's it. Try not to let that head move forward. In 4. Good, good, good. And 5. Push, push, push. And 6. Well done. And 7. Good, good. And 8. Again, going to 10. And 9. Good. And 9.5. Good. And 9. That's it. And 11. And 12. And rest. Great job. All right, stay right where you're at. Back to our feet, hip width apart. We have our imaginary ball. Remember, our weight is split evenly. Knees are slightly bent. We have our imaginary ball. Let's begin. We're going to go down. Make sure your back is flat. And up. And we're going to push. We're going to stretch, but I don't want to go backwards. That's it. And down. Try not to let that neck go forward either. And up. What do I mean by that? You don't want your neck to go forward. You want to keep your ears over your shoulders. And down. And down. Nice and slow. Again, if you feel lightheaded, go ahead and take a little break. Sit down. Good. And down. And down. That's it. And up. And up. 2 more. And down. And down. And up. And push, push. Give yourself a chance to push back. Last one. Down. And down. And up. And up. Push, push, push. And rest. Good. Great job. That's our posture pillar. Okay, so you guys are starting to see how this is structured, right? How this is starting to play out. So that's the way this is done. It's a little bit unique. If you need to take a break, have a seat, grab a shot of water. I'm going to give you about 20 seconds here. We're going to move into our flexibility pillar, which is also known as my favorite pillar because we get to sit down. So let's go ahead. Guys, during your break, let's take our chair. We're going to plop it on the ground there. Oh, good, good, good. We're going to have to do this. We may not have time. Wow, we'll see. All right. Now, when you get your sheets, you will also see in the mentions and tips, we're talking about the balanced position of confidence, right? Take a look at that. There's really a lot more to this balance than what people realize. A lot more. I've been doing this for balance specific. I've been doing since 2015. I've been working with the aging population, 65 and older, since 2011 with Dr. Obador Khan, his concierge physician in town. I get a lot of referrals from local physicians. I work in the homes mostly. A lot of our Balance University classes are offered in many different places. I travel all over and go into Florida Blue locations and talk about balance. So it's a lot more than people realize. And I think as you age, you know someone that's fallen, or maybe you've fallen yourself, and you start to realize, oh my gosh, my balance is bad. And unfortunately, most people don't realize their balance is bad until they've fallen. You know, so you guys are in a prime place doing something now. before things escalate. So, okay. This is what we're going to do. Again, I tell the class all the time, I make these plans and then I get in class and I change on the fly. You know, that's a benefit of coming to class because you see the class, you see the abilities. Here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to love this. And when I say love, I mean not like it all. That's good. So, what we're going to do is we're going to stand. We're going to reach down, hold, going to come up, back to the chair. The only difference from what we've just done is we're sitting and standing. The only difference. And we're not putting our hands over our head. Okay? We want to stretch the back of our legs, right? We're stretching the hamstring and the glute in order to create a normal gait pattern, right? Typically, there's a lot of things going on when someone's gait pattern has been disrupted, right? Most of the time, a big culprit is a lack of flexibility in the hamstrings to prevent those legs from being able to reach out, okay? So everyone, go ahead and let's stay seated. I want you to position your feet in a favorable position. Here's the secret. If you need to use your hands, use your hands. I want you to get your nose over your toes and push on your heels. Here we go. And we're up.
Oh, God.
Coming down nice and slow. My knees are still slightly bent. We're holding. If you start to become lightheaded, sit down. 3, 2, 1. We're up. And in our chair. You can use your hands to guide yourself in that chair. Here we go. And 2. We're up. Push. And down. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. TGIF. And 3, 2, 1. We're up. Using your hands and down. That's it. Good. Good, Gwen. And we're up. That's it, Marlou. Well done. And down. Great job. Great job. Boy, look at everyone. Yeah, putting their hands on the ground. Awesome. And up. And down. One more. And we're up. Good, Michelle. Good, Martha. And we're down. Reach, reach, reach. 3, 2, 1, and up. And down. Excellent. Catch your breath. Good. Breathe. Now, the second exercise here is what we call our self-cervical stretch. It's something, of course, you guys online know this. I wasn't going to add it. I did it on the behest of a cousin of mine who's a physical therapist. It made sense because in Naples, everyone is a retired NASCAR driver, right? I said, or Formula One driver. And in order to maintain independence, we need to be able to drive, right? That's a big part of being independent. Well, and a component of this is being able to have a full field of vision. So this next stretch is going to help us do that, right? Will it help us with our balance? Sure, right? As we talk with friends, the more mobility we have in our neck, we can identify obstacles, right? There's no pain there, so we're not focused on the pain. We're focused on the steps in the conversation. So here's how this works. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to put it under the chair, okay? I want you to sit up, take your back off the chair. You're sitting back in the chair, but your back is not on the chair. Right hand across the belly, across the stomach. We're going to lean to the right. So my left hand is holding. I'm leaning away from the left hand, right? Lean away from the hand is holding. Now you're going to look up. You're going to look down. You're going to feel the place you find the stretch the most. If you don't feel it stretching, lean a little more. I don't want you to kill it. I want you to just hold. Hold steady. About 15 seconds. Feel that stretch. You may feel it in your shoulder. You may feel it up by your ear. You may feel it down closer to the biceps. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, good. Let's do the other side. So now we'll take our right hand and we're holding under the chair. Okay. Left hand goes across the stomach. And now we're going to look and lean to the left. Look and lean to the left. That's it. We're going to look up. We're going to look down. We're going to find that place we feel that stretch the most. And hold steady. Good. You don't want to kill it. You want a nice, comfortable stretch. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, good. Now, how many of you watch TV? You can do this while you watch TV, right? So here's another thing we're going to do, guys. This is just kind of an off-script exercise we're going to do here, okay? If you have hip replacements, don't do this, okay? I'll show you an alternative. What we're going to do is we're going to take our left leg and cross it over, okay? If you have a hip replacement here, you don't want to do this. This is stretching a muscle called the psoas piriformis. So if you have a hip replacement, what you're going to do is you're going to stand, right? And you're just going to push out. So we don't want to cross the midline, right? You're just going to lean to the left there. Lean to the left. Now, you don't want to kill it, but you're going to put that nose over your right foot, all right? So what this is doing is stretching a muscle called the psoas muscle. We've talked about that in class and the importance, okay? So we're going to take our left leg, hands out in front of us. Good, and we're going to lean forward, head down. Now, if you have trouble getting that foot up there, you can take a towel or bring it up as much as possible. And all you're going to do is lean forward. What you'll notice is super tight, right? So we're standing, right? We have our leg, and we're just going to, and lean just like that. If you have a hip replacement in the left leg, you're going to stand on the left, stick your right leg out, and just lean into it. Again, you don't want to kill it. All right, you want a nice, good stretch. Go ahead, keep stretching that psoas.
Can you do the other side the regular way?
You sure can. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, good. Now let's do the other side. Let's flip it around, right? You guys feel that big stretch back here?
Yeah.
Good, good. Okay, we're going to bring that leg up. Nice and tall, thumbs to the sky. We're going to go forward. That's it. Hold. Tuck your chin to your chest. That's it. And hold and steady. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. And relax. So we've covered our posture. Any questions over the posture pillar? Good. Any questions over our flexibility? Pretty straightforward stuff. Let's get into our balance, okay? Let's rock and roll. Any questions there online, guys? Everybody good? All right, all right. Pretty straightforward today. Now, I write stuff on here. You know how you write yourself notes and then you go back. So there's a lot of hieroglyphics over here, a lot of acronyms. Okay. First thing we're going to do, everything we do balance-wise, we're standing. Let's stand up. Let's take our chair to the left side. All right, we're going to stand and take our chair to the left side. It is 9:55. 9:55. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our leg. We're going to bring our knee up. 1, 2, left hand, 3. And back to start position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? A lot of choreography today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if that's really hard for you, don't reach with your left hand, reach with your right hand, okay? So that way you can hold on. 1. Now this is really tough. 2, I'm going to reach with my right hand. 3, so I can hold on here. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. Let's rotate that chair to the opposite side. Very good. Very good. Same thing, right? Our chair's on the right side. let's begin. Shifting your weight to your right foot. We're 1, 2, stay under control, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give you a little bit different angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Touch that knee. Good. 4, 5, 6. Almost lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And rest. You feel those muscles working in the hips. You feel it in the glute. Especially the leg you're standing on. You'll feel it in the back of, in your bottom there, in your rear end, okay? Second exercise we're going to do in the balance pillar, right? Just keeping the chair on the same side. We're going to shift our weight to the right foot. We're going to abduct. We're going to push forward and backwards. And back to start position. Now, the left foot, it never hits the ground. It stays in the air, right? So let me show you. 1, just straight out to the side. Forward is 2. Backwards is 3. Back to center. Okay? And it's going to stay away. We'll never bring it. Once it goes out, it never comes back. Okay? Here we go. Nice and tall. Shift your weight. Find your focal point. And let's begin. Now, don't go out too far. 1, 2, forward, 3, back to center. It's still away though. 1, 2, and 3. 1, just moving my leg forwards and backwards. 2, and 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Last one for good luck. 1, 2, and 3. Good. And relax. You feel that really going in the leg you're standing on. Good, good. Let's rotate our chair to the opposite side. Very good. All right. Nice and tall. Find your focal point. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Okay, same thing. Foot goes away. We abduct. We're going forwards. 1. Go backwards. 2. Back to center. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Good. I don't want to be so far away that I have lateral flexion in the spine. I want to keep nice neutral spine. 1, 2, and 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. A little bit different angle. 1, 2, 3. Good. 2 more. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Last one. 1, 2, and 3. And rest. Shake it out. Good. You should be feeling that in your hips, right? If not, we may be relying on our chair just a little too much, all right? And so it's first day, right? So we're just kind of filling out the exercises. But these are kind of the little tips that you'll find, you'll notice, right? And we'll get better as we go, for sure.
Excuse me, I have a question on the height of the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
For these exercises. I do not have any, all my chairs are like about this high. Does it make any difference?
No, ma'am.
Nothing.
No. The only thing you have to, so the question was does the height of the chair matter when it comes to these exercises? The answer is no. I mean, I suppose if the chair was up here, it would. But, you know, your range of chairs, right? It only matters about how much weight you're putting, right? Because we can get to a point where we're relying on the chair so much, we're taking so much away from the work that we're not going to get any improvement, right? So there is a fine line, however, between that too much and being unsafe, right? And that's something that we have to find through our balance, through practice. The more you do this, the more you'll realize, hey, I don't have to have my whole hand there, but maybe if I use 3 fingers, you know, that puts me right on the bubble. So there's little things, nuances you'll find in these movements, okay? So not the last thing. Next thing we're going to do, we do 4 exercises in the balance pillar. Next thing we're going to do is just a march, right? And it's a slow march. So we're nice and tall. We can keep our chair right where it's at. We're going to just simply start with the left leg, coming up, hold. Put it right back down where it came from. Up and hold. The hardest part is going slow. Going fast, we're able to use momentum. You've got your chair there if you need it. We're coming up. We've got that hip and knee flexion. You want to bring your leg as high as you can so that it's parallel with the floor. If you can't get it quite that high, just get it as high as you can. We're just shifting our weight up, core tight, shoulders back, and down, okay? Everyone, let's do this together. Let's start with the left foot coming up, okay? Ready? And let's begin. We're going to come up, brief pause, and down. And up, brief pause, and down. You got it. And up, and down. That's it. And up. Good. And down. Stay engaged. Try not to lean back. Good. For those of you that would like an extra little challenge, you can do this with your eyes closed. I'd strongly suggest staying close to your chair. Good. That's it. Shifting. Well done. Well done. Hold. Good. 3 more each side. There's 1. That's it. Good. And 1. 2. Good. And 2. 3. And 3. And rest. Well done. 15 seconds. Get a shot of water if you'd like. We're going to finish with our single leg balance stand for 60 seconds, okay? Now, as you get a drink of water, you sit down, you catch your breath. What I want to do is kind of give you some tips, right? It's okay if you hold on to the chair. The purpose of this exercise is to see ourselves get better. 60 seconds is a long enough time where you're going to get tired. You may or may not get tired. Most do. But also you're going to be able to see your strength improve, your balance improve, and it'll help us find those little nuances. You'll see yourself, you know, off and then on. That's okay to take the hand off for a second and on for a second, or any sequence that you choose. But the goal here is to challenge ourselves. The ultimate goal of Balance University is having everyone able to balance on 1 foot for 15 seconds. That's the benchmark, okay? So let's just go ahead and keep our chair on the left side, all right? Nice and tall. Deep breath. Exhale. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Right foot up in the air. Bend your knee. Bend your left knee. 60 seconds begins now. I'm not going to talk much. I want you to focus. You've got your chair if you need it. Good. Keeping that foot right underneath you. Don't have it out behind you or to the side. Right underneath you. Good. 20 seconds have passed. 30. 40. 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Well done. Great job. Let's rotate to the opposite side. All right. Same deal. Okay, deep breath. Exhale. Be sure, find your focal point. Core tight. Let's shift our weight to our right foot. Right? Bend that knee, left foot in the air. Time begins now. Good. "20 seconds have passed. "30. 40. 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good, good. How did we do? Good, good. How did we do here? Good. Well done, guys. It is. It's 8 minutes after. Let me get you out of here. Thank you. First class is always a little hit and miss, especially here being online and in person. This is the first time I've done this, so hopefully it was as smooth as possible. Thank you for coming to Balance University. I certainly appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back here next week now that we know where to find it. Second edition of Balance University is available at My Balance University online. Please go to the website. I have spent countless hours accumulating information, data, videos. It's all there. Check it out, all right? You guys have a great weekend. Remember your homework. Make somebody smile. You got a question?
Chris, are you going to give us those papers?
Oh, 1 second. We're going to make copies. I tell you what, let me get with Rose. And if you want to bring that to Rose and have her make copies, or I can.
Okay.
I was just going to answer questions here.
And the website thing is on there?
No, ma'am. It's mybalanceuniversity.com.
Why, you could just write it on there.
Or I can just do that.
Oh, okay, great.
There you go. You're welcome. Yes, sir. You too. Thank
How
you.
many copies?
I would say 4.
4?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't want them for other classes?
No, ma'am. That's just for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have some discomfort in